All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex coaches. Sex coaches,
Sex coaches.
not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures, and ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today we're doing something a little different. This episode is called Unfiltered, but Not Unkind.
These are the opinions we have, the thoughts we share privately, but don't usually say into a mic.
That's right. It's not a call-out episode. There's no rage. There's no dunking.
There's no rage, but you're going to have this with me, right? This is me and you doing this.
Well,
No drama farming?
that's right. No
What is
drama
that?
farming. You're supposed to read it like with confidence, like you know what that is.
No drama farming.
No, you still got to say it better than that.
No drama farming.
Yeah, all right. Just thoughtful honesty, humor, and some real conversations about the lifestyle.
Because we are being honest. Some things in the lifestyle need to be talked about. You look really good, baby.
Thank you. Okay, so why are we doing this? You know, we've both had moments where we've left an event or a party or a conversation. We just said, I don't want to sound judgy. Best friend ears.
Oh my gosh.
But
yes.
This, that, and the other. And it's normally something that if you have to start the whole sentence with, I don't want to sound judgy, you know, it's a judgmental sounding thing. I wanted to have a moment of honesty here, have some unfiltered,
Babe.
just throw it out there. You know, you're the very opinionated one out of the two of us,
Babe.
but I think you know how to say things kindly.
Okay.
And I think it's, yeah, you know, everybody wants to know what your opinion is about stuff.
They don't.
I think they do. You know, talking about those moments doesn't make you negative. It makes you care about the space. So the lifestyle doesn't grow if everyone's afraid to say anything real. And a lot of times the stuff that we say is stuff that we say on the show. It's stuff that we said in person with other couples. And we've had people go, I know, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'd say let's go ahead and talk about some of the patterns that we've all noticed, but don't usually talk about.
All right.
Now, I know what's coming. My wife does not, because that's the beauty of ADHD is she's just going to.
I know what he said on his live is I just sit here.
Yeah, you sit there and you.
And I be. And I
so
am.
there's certain things that sometimes you say and you don't realize that you said something that you're going to get in trouble for. And then it's like mentioned a day later.
Babe.
Classic Adam and Pris. It's total beyond monogamy. All right. Anyways, lifestyle behaviors we quietly side-eye. That's what we're talking about.
Oh my
right now.
gosh, honey.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get laid.
You know,
I'm not.
That's, I mean, if
by
you're not going to
men-
get laid,
I mean, by men,
that's by
I
your
won't.
choice.
But by women, I will because a lot of women will be on my side.
Yeah, that's usually the case. The first one, the difference between confidence and lack of self-awareness. Now, we've had discussions about this before because, you know, it's one thing to be confident.
Yes.
It's something completely different to just not be self-aware of your situation.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I was just talking about this with a friend, but I feel like it's going to be too mean. So we're going to keep going.
But see, that's the whole thing is you're supposed to try and say it in a kind way.
Okay, so tell me.
While being 100% open and honest.
Give me an example of confidence and lack of self-awareness. Would this be it? I had a friend talk to me and she's hot. And she was like, hey, so you get hit on a lot. And I'm like, I know. And she's like, but you get hit on a lot by unattractive men. Why?
Why?
And I said, "Okay, yeah." And she's like, "They have a lot of confidence. Do you think they know that they're not a"
And so this is
And my
a
friend
good
is not
example
in
of
the
that.
lifestyle. My friend is just a friend. She's my only vanilla friend that I have, and we're scrolling through the Facebook groups. Actually, no, we were scrolling through my Reddit page and my other page that I have, and people were like and she's like, "Wow, these guys wanna take you out." And I'm like, "Yeah, they do." And she is like, "Okay, well, can I tell you something?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Does Adam know about these guys?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Doesn't he tell you that you're too pretty to go out with them?" And I was like, "No, my husband doesn't do that."
I don't really see these
What
guys.
and I'm gonna be honest, I know what she's talking about because this has been brought up to me many times.
Yeah?
This has been brought up to me many times that I don't care. Like I get a lot of people that message me and that want to take me out and and whatever, a lot of men. And no, they're not all attractive.
Mhm.
Um but they're nice and I need something to be attracted to, right? So
Yeah.
maybe they have nice teeth or whatever. Like I'm not shallow. I
Mhm.
can be sometimes, but I'm really
Yeah.
not.
No, you've actually come out you've come
Yeah,
a long
and so
way.
would that be a difference of confidence and lack of self-awareness?
That would actually
Be
be
it on the
exactly it.
nail? Like,
Yeah,
I just
that's
hit it?
right on it.
Because, I mean, I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, and I'm sure she's not the only person who thinks this because it's come across my table, it's come across me before, I've people have told me this before and have talked to me about it. That's crappy, but it is what it is.
I mean,
I mean, I
I
don't think I'm the prettiest person around.
well, so that's the thing about it, and I've heard this from several people before. We've talked to countless number of people that have brought it up
Yeah.
in person before,
Yeah.
and I've heard it said before where there are people who have said they're really confident,
Yeah.
and
And is that sexy?
confidence is sexy. And I think that's where a lot of that comes from. That's
Mhm.
why there's a situation where people may not find them casually attractive, but confidence is sexy to a point. And then
To
well, so over
did y'all
so
hear
to a
the
point.
emphasis on
Well,
the
because
to a point?
overconfidence, I mean, like anything. And like anything, everything can be overdone. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Confidence is great. I think everybody should have confidence in themselves. Everybody should believe in
I
themselves,
believe that too.
uh,
Yes.
to an extent.
Yeah.
I don't think that we all should be walking around like we're a bunch of Cindy Crawfords and things like
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's not. We're normal people.
Yeah.
Well, normal. What is that? But we're just average people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all are in this community. Yeah, there's several people who have bought their bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You guys look amazing.
Good for y'all.
Um, and you should have confidence because you
Yeah.
look amazing.
Yes.
But the rest of us who maybe are having our regular mom and dad bods,
Yeah.
we maybe struggle a little bit in that. So then we do our best to be confident.
Confident.
And
Mhm.
so that right there, when you can find somebody who's confident in their own skin and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Those people, they're like, you know
And
what?
that's
I
what I was
better
telling
show
her.
up.
Yeah, because I was telling her, I was like, "There's so many beautiful people." Like, I love the lifestyle because of that.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many different women, their sizes, and so freaking confident. I didn't find my confidence until, I don't know, a few years ago, honestly.
Really?
I was not confident. Now I love my body. Could I if I could buy my body, I would
Mm.
totally buy my body. I'll give you my cash app later, guys. I also have a Venmo. So, like, stuff like that, like, I would, but yeah, I didn't find my confidence until and I get more confidence
Yeah,
going to the clubs.
really.
I mean, I get naked sometimes.
Yeah, you get full on
Like,
naked.
I'm
You
like,
sure
"Fuck
do.
it. I've got layers." You've seen me, people. You know what I look like. I'm
Yep.
not hiding anything. Like, there's some days where I kinda wanna leave my top on, just because 'cause I'm feeling a little bloated or I don't know, I wanna give my best show.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't care. I'm so
Yeah.
comfortable in my I'm comfortable in my own skin. I have days, but
So y- I've we've talked about you being hit on by a lot of people,
yeah.
and the majority of them you don't initially find
No.
attractive,
Mm-mm.
especially on the men's side.
Correct.
But
There are some women also.
one thing I did want to bring into were that you do get hit on by some pretty hot women. So I mean, there's that.
Well, I do get hit on by
So
by some pretty hot
while you
women.
may not
Yeah.
be getting hit on by hot men, which
Yeah.
what is even a hot man to you? Like what do you find that's hot?
I
What is it
love
that
let
that
me
meets
tell
your
you what I
criteria?
love, guys. I love a guy who's I love dad bods. Love dad bods.
Thank you.
I love them. I love a well-groomed man. So if you're gonna have a beard, have it groomed, have nice, like take care of yourself.
Mhm,
Presence
mhm.
is one of my top things. Oral hygiene, have good teeth. I understand we can't all afford dentistry, but hey, or dental visits, but little brushy, brushy, little flossy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I like respectfulness. So if you're gonna talk to me, you don't have to touch me. If you notice that I'm touching you, then there's an open door right there, right? Because I'll
Yeah.
like rub arms if I'm like into it or whatever. It's very rare because you've really never seen that.
Very rare.
Very
Very
rare.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like that. And if I'm flirting with you and I've opened the door to the deeper flirting, that doesn't mean for you to send me a picture of your wiener. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't think they're very pretty. So yeah, don't do that. I wouldn't send you a picture of my vajayjay.
I'm pretty sure everybody would be pleased with
I
that.
mean, I've got little gray hairs there, guys, just an FYI. Like I am all natural. Does the what is it? Does the curtain
Th
match the rug? Yes. Yes, it does. Just an FYI. I have a little triangle patch. But it does, right, baby?
Yeah, they're,
Yeah,
I
the
think
little ones.
you have a little streak on the side.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, that's
that's right.
sexy. So, I mean, I want some, anyway, that went off course, but yes, this is why we don't do this. But yeah, no, I want somebody who's nice. I saw this guy on Facebook and I
Yeah.
reached out
Yeah?
and we had just talked about this, you and I was like, man, this guy's really cute. I think I'm going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And I did. But you can tell this guy is hypersexual, which is a turnoff for me.
Is it? Because 'Cause you're married to a
Hypersexual
hypersexual.
is a turnoff, and there's days where I'm just not having it, boo,
That's fair.
and there's
Yeah.
days where I'm just not in the morning, I'm just like, poking me with your penis.
Hey, it's
Um,
nature, baby.
I know, baby, I love it. It's my wake-up call. Yeah, you could tell he's gonna be very hyper focused, and how I figured this out was I sent picture or I said something, and then it got sexual, and
Yeah.
my thing wasn't even like, "Let's go for it." Wasn't,
Yeah.
and I'll show it to you. I think you probably read it, and I was like, So hypersexuality off the bat is a turn off for me.
Yeah. The lack of control.
The lack of control, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why
Well, because you gotta
or what
know
it
the right
was.
time and place to be
Yeah,
able to bring it in.
yeah,
So you don't wanna bring it up too quick,
yeah,
but you don't wanna take forever either because then somebody's gonna think that you don't have an interest.
yeah.
So there are ways to do it.
And wait for some like, ask. I've had guys ask me, "Hey, you sent me that picture. Do you mind if I send you a picture of myself?" I'm like, "Yes, only because you asked."
Eh, yeah, well, respect really seems to turn
Yeah,
you on. That has always turned you on.
yeah, yeah, don't do that. That's a little bit too much.
There you go. There you go.
That's a
But
lot.
so then the question is, when somebody decides to shoot their shot, if they're the right amount of confidence, does it have to be completely physical for them to catch your attention?
No,
No,
not completely.
but there's got to be something.
Gotta be something.
It's
There
got to
has
be
to be
something.
something. Something, your eyes, the way you're talking to me. There's a guy who there's a couple that we see at the club,
Mhm.
and the guy he slowly layers a flirt.
Oh yeah.
Like The way he talks to me and touches me and gives me a hug and stuff, it's very sweet. And never given this guy any kind of like, "Oh, I wanna be with you." I've never done that, but he's super nice that I would totally sleep with him because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Just because he is just super nice, like, "Yeah, let's go to the back, sir."
So it really doesn't take
It
much.
doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
So a lot of these people that message you, what is it that's happening in these messages that's shutting them down right away?
The hypersexuality, the
Yeah.
hypersexualness, it really bums me out.
When they just launch right into stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had guys that I slept with, and they don't even come at me like that.
No kidding.
They're super respectful. There's a time and a place, and feel my mood, and if you know me, you know I'm not always in the mood. Like,
Yeah.
wait till I put something out, and then you're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that. I don't really care for that. And it's an in between age too. It's either the real young ones or the viejitos, the older ones.
Really?
Like, it's never like this age. It's
The
either
30s,
younger
40s,
than us
50s?
or older than us that are, like, hypersexual, like, they're going through their teens again,
Yeah.
which is fine if you have a woman and she likes it, y'all are going through that at y'all's own pace, but really hypersexual, like, they're going in through puberty again.
Mhm.
So weird.
Now, I'm curious, what do you think about hierarchy in the community? Like, do you feel like there are levels of people in their attractiveness and like everybody kind of has their lane? I've heard somebody say this before
Hmm.
where somebody hit on them and she was relatively attractive and somebody hit on her and she was like, "Oh man, this person really needs to stay in their lane cuz that's just not." And without saying those words, it's just they were just kind of like they just need to stay in their lane.
'Cause why?
Well, I
'Cause
mean, if
why?
I'm reading the tea leaves, right?
Uh-huh.
Because he's not attractive enough
Oh,
to
I've
be
had
on her level.
many people say that.
Yeah.
I've had people say that to me, and I'm like, "Stop, that's not nice."
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I
Wow.
think when we were poly, I said that.
Really?
I'm sure I said that to you. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
probably did say that.
you probably
I
did.
when we were poly, I'm sure that I said, "Oh, this guy needs to stay in his lane,"
Yeah.
or, "This chick needs to stay in her lane." I
Yeah.
mean, come on, we are not everybody's cup of tea. So, that's why I don't hit on anybody.
That's why I don't hit on anybody.
That's
And
why I don't
apparently that's why you don't get hit on very much
yeah, I
yourself.
mean, I do. I get hit on. I don't get hit on by the people I find attractive,
Yeah,
period. I have to feel something.
true.
You've got hit on by unattractive women?
I have I have at that.
Yeah, many times.
I have.
You do you, boo boo.
And I'll probably end up sleeping with them
That's you.
just because I don't know how to say no.
You know what I also don't like is when people treat every interaction like a sexual audition.
Oh, absolutely. I know you get that a lot at the club. I've seen it so many times before where they'll introduce this new couple to the club. They'll bring
Mhm.
them up to us. And then throughout the night, whoever it is just staring at you all night. And they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And they'll puff their chest and they'll do all this stuff and they'll try and touch you and talk to you certain ways and things like that. Meanwhile, their wife is over at the table, sitting there alone, sipping on a whiskey, wondering where her husband's at.
That
Took
never
way too long in the
that
bathroom.
never happens.
That's happened. That wasn't
One,
just imagined. I'm
with
just saying,
people
that wasn't just imagined. I didn't just come up with that off the cuff.
that never happens.
Ingrained in my brain, baby.
Who? That never happens.
Some couple. Some couple. It was this couple. And he
Yeah,
was
no.
wearing like a shirt
Yeah,
with a fish. I don't know. It was a
yeah,
thing.
they do. Some of them do. They I don't know what to tell them.
I don't know what to tell him either. I normally don't tell him anything. I
Yeah,
let your face
I'm
do
just
the
like,
talking because eventually you end up kind of turning a
yeah,
bit more and facing me or
because I move around a lot.
you do move around a lot.
Mhm.
That's your
Yeah.
ADHD. Like
Mhm.
you're constantly
Moving.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes your dance moves have danced us out of
You're
situations.
welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Now, I've
welcome.
never had a woman treat every interaction with me like a sexual oh, you know
Yes, you
what?
have. Every woman.
Ah,
Every woman,
maybe.
every
Not
woman,
every woman.
oh
That's
my
that's a bit
God,
dramatic.
every woman
Let's go
that makes
overboard
out
with
with you
this.
at the club,
Well, no, those are just kisses.
those are just kisses?
Okay, well, maybe
Those are just kisses?
it depends on who it's coming from. Okay,
If it
I see where you're
lasts
going.
if it lasts more than a second, yeah, that's making out.
Okay. You don't have to look at me like that,
I'm
by the
just
way.
saying.
Goodness gracious, you get very spicy unnecessarily. It's just words on a
You're the
paper.
one who made these
Well,
questions.
goodness, you're
So,
spicy. Goodness. Well, I didn't think about that,
but
but yeah,
yeah,
I guess you got a
yeah, you
point
get it
there.
more than I do.
Do I?
Mine is
Well,
just
you get
pretty,
it.
I mean,
You get it.
okay.
You get it, they give you
And that
that
story that
special
you just
handshake.
gave, now it's the chick leaving the guy there to come over here and make out with this.
Well, now that's not true at all, and I bid you to strike that from your memory, listeners,
Okay.
because it's not true. Now, this is an interesting one. Oversharing explicit details in spaces that didn't consent to that energy. I have had people meet me in person, usually a husband or a single guy, whatever, at a party or a club, whatnot, events, meet and
Mhm.
greets. I've had on countless occasions guys who just decide to come up to me and show me their sexual conquests on their phone, different videos of them getting it on with this girl or that girl or whatever. And I'm hoping that whoever they're showing me consented to that sort of thing.
They probably didn't.
But this is a thing. Like, it's just
Wow.
automatic. It's like, "Hey, guy, look at this." You know what I mean?
I mean, I've had girls share
And
pictures of
I'm not I like porn,
yeah,
I like to see stuff like that, but I I don't wanna that's oversharing. I don't fucking know you, man. Like, why are you sharing that with
because
me?
they want you to
Or
share
when they message you and all of a sudden they message you and it's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Good, how you doing?" And then all of a sudden, bam, there's a video of
of
him
them.
and his wife getting it on.
Yeah.
And he's like, "That's me and my wife. What do you think?" And I'm like, "Hey, good for you, man.
Thumbs
Way to go. Good job. Hope you got some water after that." And then they'd be like, so am I gonna see anything?" And I'm like, "What the
direct them
fuck?
to the
Are you
spicy
fucking kidding
page.
me? Are you gonna see anything? You just saw your own video. That should be good enough. What do you want from me?"
You gotta
I don't
direct
do
them.
that.
You gotta direct them to the spicy
I don't
page.
even think about that. I should. I
Baby,
don't even think about it. I'm
and you
just
want
like,
money?
I could use some. I could use some, yeah.
There you
'Cause your
go.
boy ain't got a job. What can I say? That's me oversharing.
That's you
Explicit
oversharing.
details in spaces that didn't consent to that energy. So we're moving along.
I like how we move along.
Now, this is one that I kinda struggle with, the vibe of I'm allowed to do whatever I want,
Oh.
and if you don't like it, that's your issue.
You mean like for, a couple?
For a couple, for a single, I know I've met bulls that feel that way and act in that way. I've met unicorns that feel and act in that way, and I've met overprivileged couples that
Really?
have thought that way. Totes my goats, it's a thing. It is legit a
I don't
thing.
think I have.
And I think there's several of you out there who are listening to this that absolutely know what I'm talking about. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. I don't have to say it. I just said it. And now you know. There it is. Moving on, ladies and gents. Jeez. Whoa. That was heated. Oh, that was hot. So we're
Okay.
going over advice we hear all the time that can actually cause harm. Now, I bring this up because we rub elbows with a lot of different content
Mhm.
creators, a lot of podcasters in this niche.
Yes.
And, I love everybody. Everybody's got their own thing that they have in this niche.
Mhm.
And it's fun to see everybody's differences.
Mhm.
Uh, but I've been told by a lot of content creators or podcasters, whoever, that they don't like to educate. They're not here to educate. When people ask, "Well, what are swingers?" Or when people ask, "Well, what's an MFM?" Or things like that, their response is, "Well, Google it." And that just Oh, it just
That
sticks
makes me
in me.
cringe.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
like it.
like that.
I don't like it
That's
either
rude.
because we're in this space, for people who wanna know.
I mean, we tell everybody these are just our experiences and this can happen to you. However you take it is how you take it, but we're not educators, but we'll give you our experiences and you can take what you want from that.
Yeah, totally,
I mean, that's just how else are you going to learn about the lifestyle if you don't educate in the lifestyle?
This is true.
I just
This
did
is very
quotate
true.
air quotations,
Yeah, for
people,
those of you listening,
air
she
quotations,
did the hard air quotes,
educate.
"educate." That's right.
I mean, it is, that's, ugh.
And, there's some people that listen to this show
Uh-huh.
who just love to listen to us talk. As a matter of fact, we've gotten some feedback recently from a few different people that said, "Look, I love your show. You guys have a lot of guests on. We really like to listen to you guys more." So that's why we're doing this show right now, us 2. And we're
Oh,
gonna
I
kind of
sing also.
yeah, that's true, she does. That is a true story. That is true. So that's why we're kinda going back to our roots here,
Okay,
we're getting back to it.
I like
And
that.
so, yeah, we do educate as well as try to hopefully entertain you guys because we are a
We
loving
want to
and
entertain
lovable
you
couple.
guys.
Oh, we are entertainers, entertainers. What is that accent you're doing?
Entertainers.
That's like a New York, UK accent?
It's you, entertainers.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Anyways,
Anywho's.
so advice we hear all the time
Okay.
that can actually cause harm.
Yeah.
When somebody says, "Just communicate more," and don't actually teach how to
Uh,
communicate. Yeah.
no.
Yeah, and we've heard that before. Well, I'll be honest, I wanted to just say that before. Sometimes I mean, we're being honest right now. Sometimes, like we do different we'll do webinars or we do live shows,
Mhm.
or even if we're on live on TikTok, which we do, and if you have a TikTok, you should add us
Oh,
both.
I'm gonna be on live
And
TikTok in a little bit.
there you go. You could be
Yeah.
in our home all the time. Anyways, when we do these shows, and we do as content creators and in this niche, we get the same question often.
Yes.
What is a swinger? And a lot of these basic questions that people
Yeah.
who have been in it for at least a year will probably know.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get asked certain questions, and no matter what the answer's going to be, you just have to communicate more.
Yeah.
But for people who have never had to communicate like that,
Uh-huh.
getting that phrase, "Just communicate more," what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could
Yeah.
telling me to communicate more. I just yelled at her yesterday about not picking up her shoes off the ground. Of course, we communicate more than you know. And then
Don't
and then you
communicate like
realize
that. That's
and then you realize that's not over communicating. That's
simple.
just, over dramatic communicating.
Yes.
And then there's so many other ways to do it, and everybody has a different way of communicating, a different style.
I mean, we're not educators, but talk communicate when you're not angry.
Just communicate more, guys.
Communicate when you're not angry. Talk
Yeah,
whatever is bothering you, talk it out.
talk
Your
it out. Yeah,
partner is your partner. They're going to love you no matter what. And if they don't tell you that, then get a new partner.
yeah. I mean, it sounds
I
simple
mean,
and it sounds crazy, but it's true. I mean,
don't
don't
you
settle.
you need to be heard. You have a voice, and this is male and female.
Yeah,
You guys have voices, use them. That is communication. The way you tell your kid to go wash the dishes or ask them a question, ChatGPT,
ChatGPT,
come to us. We have a website and you can leave questions. You can send us an email. You can a
voicemail. Yeah,
voicemail. I mean, if you have a question, we are not educators, but we will guide you as much as we can.
yeah. And we even have our Beyond Monogamy confessional on there that's
Yeah.
100% anonymous.
And I,
And you can tell us whatever. So that's a really great
yeah,
point. And that's what it comes down to is just you have to figure out what your communication style is. You have to figure out how to communicate more.
yeah.
And if you need people to help you figure that out, there are people that and with resources that you can reach
Hmm.
out to. Telling people jealousy is always a personal failure instead of a signal.
I have been told how toxic I was because I was always
Like,
jealous,
yeah.
how ugly that made me because I was always jealous. So many things. And I'm speaking because he's never jealous.
I'm never jealous.
Like, he's
That's
jealous of our children when I feed them or I give them something and I didn't give it to
because
him.
they're friggin' spoiled, man.
He's jealous when our
It's bullshit.
kids are with other people. That's where he's jealous. But if anybody, like,
Yeah.
hitting on me, liking me, hombre, he's not jealous at all.
This
But
bird flies around with a cage around her.
yeah.
She ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going anywhere.
She ain't going
But
nowhere.
I was always told that jealousy was a bad thing. It wasn't until I got older that I realized it actually wasn't until I got with you and we started really communicating more that I realized where it stemmed from, how to control it, and it was really communication.
Yeah,
How funny. It was
yeah,
just
that's
talking
what it
to
came
you
down to.
because I think we just said in the last show, I still get jealous of the most dumbest things. Dumb. And I know they're dumb because they're mine. And I'll tell him, "Look, I know it's silly, but can you just do this?" And he'll be like, "Sure." Rolling his eyes, but he'll do it because it's just, I communicated with you.
Yeah, and
And you
that's
know that whatever it is I'm gonna get over it.
yeah, your whole point is that you wanna grow to be better,
Yes.
and I know that, and you've always shown me that, so
Yeah.
it's like, "Yeah, okay, fine. If this is
Yeah.
what you need for whatever you gotta do,
And
fine."
it's not a personal failure, guys. Like, it's
It
just
really isn't.
something you're gonna have it forever. I get jealous when my kids are with, their other parent or they're with friends and I wanna see them, they're not in the house. Like, jealousy is jealousy. It's a feeling.
But, the opposite is also true, and that's more my end of the spectrum because
Mhm.
there's people out there who never get jealous,
Yeah.
and there are couples out there who this is an issue for them
It
because
was an issue for us,
it
baby.
was an issue for us. She thought that I didn't love her because I
Mhm.
wasn't jealous,
Mhm.
and it took several years for her to realize that I'm just not built
I was
that
like,
way.
"He doesn't care," like, but it was just that he's so secure and so confident that I was never going to stray,
Yeah.
and I
I
strayed.
mean,
I'm just kidding.
I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know who I am, I know how I am,
Yeah.
and frankly, I wanted to be alone before we got together.
Yeah.
Like, I really had to go against what I actually wanted, which was to be alone,
Mhm.
and we entered into this relationship. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm I'm putting that off so that I could be with you. I'm
God, what a
confident.
dumb mistake.
I'm confident, you know what I mean? And so here she is. She's still here. She ain't going nowhere. And but that's that off the beaten path there. But what I'm saying is it's okay if you're not built that way. And for that you're gonna have guilt sometimes. You're gonna be like,
Mm,
I don't know
mhm,
why I don't feel this way.
mhm. You
And
have guilt, baby?
I did a little bit.
Mhm.
Sometimes I had to fake like I was being jealous
Yeah.
because I knew that you liked it.
What? I don't know
But
why.
I just figure if I figured initially, I figured you were too good for me. And
Oh,
so I always just figured, well, if one of these days she's going to realize it and she's going to jet. And when that happens, I'll at least be mentally prepared for it. You know what I mean? So I've always kept it in the back of my
I have a
mind.
exit?
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I've always had it in the back of my mind till about 5 years ago,
Uh-huh,
till the pandemic.
uh-huh.
After the pandemic
You knew I wasn't gonna go
and
anywhere?
after the pandemic and after we stopped being poly, I was like, "Oh, this bitch ain't going nowhere." No, I just knew
Yeah,
that because we hit a pivotal moment when we stopped being poly. It was
yeah.
such a big thing. You thought that we were gonna end. I didn't realize that our relationship was as rocky as you apparently thought it was. And, it was a real
'Cause
big
I didn't
revelation.
communicate with you.
You didn't.
See?
You didn't. And it was a big revelation for me
Yeah,
because I was just like, "Holy shit." We were not as solid as I had always thought we were. I
yeah.
better fucking straighten up and fly right and figure this shit out.
We did.
We did. We did. And things
Yeah,
got so much better from there.
yeah,
I didn't realize so much about us up until that point.
yeah.
And it's almost like we were born again as far as us.
Relationship,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's funny because I've heard people say that about their marriage after there was like some sort of infidelity or some major event has happened in their lives and
Mhm,
something happened and then all of a sudden is like, yeah, and that was our roughest part. And then we just pulled out of it together. And we've been strong ever since, you
mhm.
know? Um, but I didn't know. I really didn't know that apparently our our marriage was breaking up. I had no idea.
You weren't really paying
I had no
attention.
idea. I wasn't paying attention.
No, you
That
weren't
is
paying
fair.
attention.
That is fair. I
Yeah.
had a lot going on,
You
didn't I?
did.
Yeah, I
You
had a
did. We
whole
both
bunch
did.
going on.
Oh, no more.
Yeah.
You
And you know
pay
what?
attention now.
That's but that's pretty fucking cool that we can talk about it now because
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
gotten a lot more experience through it. And, I'm not saying go out there and put yourselves and your relationship in a position where you could hurt yourselves in that way or hurt your relationship. What I'm saying is learn from our mistakes,
Mhm.
is what I'm saying. Do as I say, not as I do,
There you go.
Learn from what we almost lost our marriage on apparently
Mm,
because we're living an incredible part of our life in our relationship and it's only getting better, and that's because we're in a one income household right now. Like, you want to talk about stress, bro? Stress is finances in a two-person, what, 4 kid, 5 kid household. Yeah, it's a lot of people in here.
yeah.
And we should be at each other's throat, but we're not. We love each other.
No.
We have an amazing relationship. And I'm telling you, if you two are on the same page, you can only get better from there.
And it takes a lot. It
It
takes
does.
one of our rules for our relationship is one of us always has to apologize.
Yeah,
It
even if
is
you
what it is.
don't.
And when I told him this when we first got together, he was
Oh,
like, "Yeah, no."
I hated it.
And
I hated it.
I think
Fuck
maybe after
that.
years, I was like, "Dude, I'm always apologizing to you. Like, I'm done. I'm done
She
apologizing."
did. She said
And
exactly that.
I think that's when he switched and he was like, "Oh shit, I guess I should, because we've both also said that if it's for the relationship, we are going to be changing whatever we have to change.
Right.
I used to drink a lot. I stopped.
Yeah.
When we first got together,
Yeah.
I was going through a lot of things internally, just certain things that we know that in order to change, in order to make your relationship good and very, what is that, like, strong,
Mhm.
have a good foundation, you have to be able to, somebody has to be the bigger person every now and then, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get that tail and stick it between your legs and just be like, "I'm sorry."
And it hurts like a
And
motherfucker.
it
It
sucks.
hurts to have to apologize when you feel you are not wrong.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a partner that you can apologize to, and then that's gonna start the healing process, that's gonna start us
Yeah.
our working together, we're gonna talk this out, everything's gonna be okay, then great. If you have a partner where you apologize and then they continue on and they continue getting mad at you and continue making it seem like it was your fault, even though, it's not,
Yeah.
that you should probably, I don't know, consider finding a new one. Partner, that is. I'm just saying. I mean,
Just
I'm not a
saying.
relationship advisor.
We're not sex couches.
No, we are not sex couches, but
Oh.
I will say that there's a lot of people who are in relationships that forget that they too have an identity. They are an individual, and what they feel and what they think are just as important as the other person in that relationship.
But, it takes one of them to be, you can make this sound better, but it takes somebody who's one of the partner has to be more educated in knowing how to speak. Not educated so much, but needs to know, like, when I'm upset and you know how to talk to me to figure out why I'm upset.
Mhm,
But you've
mhm.
always, because I'm very closed off.
Yeah,
Even with you, like, I'm just like, just what I'll shut down.
yeah.
But you learned how to break that. Now it takes a partner that knows how to
How
do
to
that,
break that?
and the partner who is like, "Oh, he's just trying to help me. Let's
Yeah.
just figure this out." And I'm gonna say there's not a lot of people like that.
I'm sure it's different for different people. For me and you, I like to ask a lot of questions. And if
Yes.
there's something that I don't understand,
Yeah.
then I'm very much into, you need to make me understand this
Yeah.
because I can't sit here with
And
a
I'm a
question
horrible
mark.
explainer.
Yeah. And so then I have to know how to ask the right questions
Mhm.
to get the right answers
Mm.
so that we can figure it out together.
Yeah.
And there have been things that you were just like, I seriously like, mid-argument
Yes.
where you've stopped and you've been like, "I have never thought of it that way before,
Yeah.
and that makes complete sense."
Yeah.
And it was like, what were we just yelling about?"
Yes.
Like, what just happened
Yeah.
right now? Yeah, I
I
it's
mean,
been
we both have gone through that where it's like, "Oh, shit. Okay. I get
yeah.
it. I get it. I get it." Because as I'm getting older, I am learning how to speak better.
Well, I will say that you've gotten better at expressing yourself to me
Yeah.
because for so long, I had to try and figure out what was wrong
Yeah.
by why you were acting this way or why you were being closed off or
Mhm.
whatever. And eventually I just started telling you, "Look, I'm not gonna know if you're not gonna tell me.
Yeah.
If you tell me, I can figure out what the hell
And
happened, I can fix it, or I can
yeah,
apologize,
and I
something."
tell him, like, one thing he does not like to hurt my feelings.
Oh, man.
So if
It'll
I
really
tell
upset me.
him, "Hey, this happened and it really hurt my feelings," that will just it'll upset him so bad.
That'll set me off.
That'll set him
You
off.
would think that she did something wrong, and I'm not yelling at her.
Yeah.
I'm giving attitude because I'm upset with myself
Yeah.
that I have and luckily for me, she knows that,
Yeah.
because it could come out completely fucked, but it doesn't, luckily. But, yeah, I get very attitudey because I'm like,
Yeah.
"God, I shouldn't have done that,"
Yeah.
whatever that was. I shouldn't have done that.
And I'm like,
Should have known better.
"It's okay."
Priority of your relationship over everything else, like, that's what it comes
Mhm.
down to.
Mhm.
If you're in a relationship, it should be your priority over this lifestyle. I get it that non-monogamy is maybe your way of life. It is everything to you, but you have to sit back and you really have to ask yourself, what is more important, my non-monogamy or my relationship? Now, some people can maybe be in shitty relationships and sit back and go, yeah, I prefer my non-monogamy. Hey, more power to you. No shame in your game. Do your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
At least you'll know.
Yeah.
But as far as my, deal here, I have waited my entire life for this woman to come into my life, and when she finally did, I told myself that I would never squander an opportunity if I got it. So I got it, and there's not a single person that could have me squander that, like, ever. Like, it's not a thing.
We've had people try.
We have had people
We've
try.
had people
Yeah,
try.
we have had people try.
Wonder if those people listen to our podcast.
I hear that if you are successful, that haters are listening.
Yeah.
So it's possible,
See, I'm not intimidated. I still have him.
and there was a lot of people that did not think
Yeah.
that we would last very
Yeah.
long. There were people that were hoping we weren't going to last very long.
Yes.
And there were people that were trying to prevent us from lasting
Yes.
very long. And if you can put me in a setting where I'm in a room full of beautiful, very well formed naked women doing lots of sexual acts, the one person my eyes keep going to is this woman that sits next to me here. And it's because, dude, I'm friggin' in love. And God forbid I be in
I
love. God
totally
forbid
feel the
I be
same.
happy in my relationship. What I realize is I try not to say that too many times in front of people because I know not everybody has the same relationship that we do.
Mhm.
And maybe they're not as happy and it just comes off boasty and that sort of thing. I mean, at the same time, I can't be unapologetic. We work very hard at this.
Mm,
We work very hard at this.
mhm.
Our relationship is more of a priority than other things that could have.
And I think even more so because we're in the lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
I think that when you're in the lifestyle, you have to put in extra work in this. You have to put in extra work to yourself and extra work to your relationship and extra work just to honestly every single little thing.
Yeah, hey, we've both had opportunities to stray at any point if we wanted to. And it's like, what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a better person? Because if you take the bait, that's not where you're going to go. You know what I mean? That's just not how that
Nope.
goes. If you want to be a better person, sometimes it causes you to say, yeah, no, I can't do that. Sorry. Sorry, but we have a rule about that. That sort of thing. Like, you gotta speak up. I
You
know it
have
feels
to.
uncomfortable
You have to
sometimes.
speak up. Let me tell you. And if your partner says, "Nah, I don't want you to talk to that person," ask questions. Why? What's up? What can I help you to heal this part of you? Be open.
Yeah, yeah. And, also, I do wanna say something to there's a lot of people out in the lifestyle who have maybe not been taught how to do things properly etiquette-wise in the lifestyle,
Mhm,
how to treat other couples in the lifestyle, how to be respectful, that sort of thing. I think it was another couple that we had seen one time, they said that, what seems like common sense in the vanilla world is not common sense in the
mhm.
lifestyle world for some reason.
Yeah.
So, for example, on your lives, people are making comments about your cleavage. As you're talking, you're having a conversation and you're educating somebody about something,
And
and they're like, "Nice cans,"
and I'm like,
you
"God,
know?
are these adults? Like, what?" And I guess because I surround myself with adults, but the adults that I surround myself with are not like that.
It's that horny brain, it's the lack of control.
High sexual.
Hey, I'm hypersexual, but I
Yeah,
know how to control it. I've been
yeah,
For the most part, I've been controlling it my whole life,
yeah,
so I can be around people and not act in that way
yeah,
unless I know I can,
yeah.
which is
Well, there
different.
you go.
You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
they think they can
Like,
automatically. So
automatically.
they're like,
That's the thing
"Ooh."
is, if you realize that, oh, maybe maybe I'm that person that they're talking about. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Don't kick yourself in the ass. Just try and fix it. You know what I mean? Try and better yourself in one way or another, just a
Mhm.
little bit. Try and learn something different. Try and I think the name of the game really is just respect. Just comes down to
Period.
respect. Yeah,
Period.
period. Inclusive language without inclusive behavior. So we've seen that a lot.
Okay,
We've
yeah.
seen that a lot.
So
We've seen
inclusive language without inclusive behavior.
Right.
Okay.
So we've seen it where people have said, "Oh, we're gonna throw an event." Now, I wouldn't say that we've seen it personally. We've been told by people
Mhm.
that this has happened. I can't say that it's happened to us, but where there's like meet and greets. So
Oh,
somebody will say that there's a meet and greet, and the person that's putting it on is like telling everybody, "Oh yeah, come on in. It's a meet and greet. We're looking forward to seeing you guys." And then the people that are
somebody
putting it on don't even talk to anybody outside of their own little friends.
we've actually had that happen, but
Have
I
we had
I
that happen?
I I don't allow that, but we've
Okay.
had that
So
happen.
if that's happened to
So
me, I haven't paid
we've
attention.
gone to a party where we were invited, and you can tell these people had their own little clique because all the women looked alike. And
Oh.
so we went to this party and we said hi to everybody and we met the throwers of the party and whatever. Then we went outside and we met other people and we came back in and I could see little cliques happening. And I was like, yeah, nah, it's not gonna happen. Let me see which clique I want to be in. So I'll go and I'll say hi to everybody. But
That's right. I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they'll just stay in their own little
I didn't
world. But
I didn't realize that that's what that was because we were popping from
yeah,
place to
no, that's
place.
exactly what that was.
They were all clicks?
Mhm, they're all little cliques.
Wow.
Let me tell
Huh.
you,
How about
let
that?
me give you a little advice.
All right.
If you're gonna host an event, be a host. If you need to know what that etiquette is, look it up.
That's
Be a
that's
host.
good
Like,
advice. Yeah.
don't be clicky, don't be rude.
I
It's just
understand that so there's a big problem with I'm just gonna say it. There's a problem with really people who believe that they're really attractive. They feel that they can't consort with people that they feel are
oh,
unattractive
I used to be that.
because then that they're gonna get the wrong vibes. They're gonna think, "Oh, they
Oh,
wanna
that are
fuck me."
unattractive and oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say
So
I wouldn't talk to attractive people because I was like, "Oh my god, I'm too ugly for them."
no, that's the opposite.
So
No,
you're saying,
what I'm saying is it's these attractive people, they don't they know it's I'm not even saying they're attractive. I'm saying they think that they're attractive and they don't wanna talk to people that they feel are unattractive because they feel like if they're nice to them, that person's gonna think that they're gonna wanna have sex.
Oh, I
You
think
know what I'm
a
saying?
lot of people, attractive or not, think that.
Yeah, you're probably
Like, when
right.
we go and talk to people, sometimes I think, "Ugh, they're gonna think we wanna have sex with them." When
Really?
we first got into the lifestyle,
Oh,
oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember you used to say that all the
Yeah,
time. I'm
now,
like, "Dude, you
no.
can be friends with people, it doesn't mean
No.
you have to have
Yeah,
sex with
but
them."
in the beginning, I was like, "They're gonna think so," and you're like, "It's not how it works."
Yeah.
And I was like, it is, watch." It wasn't.
It
So,
wasn't.
go
I
talk to
mean, you
everybody.
have the occasional one that they automatically think it, but, they're usually new.
But or actually or just a little too confident
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have been I with you and I'm like, nope. I'm telling you he's gonna wanna sleep with me, and it never fails.
That's true. You have said that
Never fails.
before, and when it comes up, it never fails. It comes up.
Yes.
That's always impressive for me.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, that's nice.
So what we'd love to see more of, more grace from people learning.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
More room for reflection instead of defensiveness.
Yeah, and don't
That's a
forget that
good
humor does not minimize harm. So you can make your jokes, but if you traumatize somebody, you done traumatize somebody, maybe try and apologize. Don't make
mhm.
jokes. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Education that matches where people actually are.
Accountability that doesn't turn into exile.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Conversations that feel like care, not correction.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Right? Well,
Mhm.
because that's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is exactly what we do. So, we are not here to tell anyone how to live, not at all. We're here to say that it's okay to talk about the uncomfortable middle.
Yeah. And you can love the lifestyle and still want it to do better.
Yeah.
You do.
Honesty and kindness can coexist, and that's where the good stuff happens.
Yes.
And this is exactly what we wanted to do in this episode. We didn't want to tell anyone that they're wrong, but to open the door to better conversations.
Yeah. If this is the episode that made you reflect or even feel a little uncomfortable, that's okay. Growth usually starts here.
Yeah. So if you want to keep this conversation going, head over to www.beyond-monogamy.com. You'll find all of our episodes, our blogs, the guest bios, upcoming events, our merch, and our Beyond Monogamy confessional, which is 100% anonymous.
Yes. You can also catch us streaming on Full Swap Radio at every Thursday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central. And don't forget, my birthday party's on March 14th at
Yeah.
9 p.m. at Club Eden in San Antonio.
Oh, it's going to be on.
What? What?
It's gonna
Whose
be on
birthday?
March 14th, it's gonna be on, we're gonna
I'm
have a great time, there's gonna be a lot
excited.
of people there. We've got the VIP area. It is not free, so if you wanna go, the invitation is open, but you do have to pay at the door or online.
Yes.
Look up Club Eden in San Antonio.
Yes.
And with that, thank you all for listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.